You got your beverage. Make sure you get some water.
I got the Polar Pop.
Yes, Polar Pop.
Stays cold longer.
Polar Pop. Polar Pop.
It's a large.
Polar Pop. Polar Pop. Polar Pop. Polar Pop.
Fucking fly.
Hey.
Welcome back. We back at it again with episode 3. Tress up in here. Welcome to Fantastic OREO. This is my random podcast about random things. And we got more random goodies for you today. Gonna go ahead and get our tidbits out of the way. I always feel like I do this like church announcements. Like, okay, guys, let's go ahead and get our business at hand.
We got
We got some announcements today.
in today's.
Like I need to come up with praise the Lord, saints, praise the Lord. So if you are listening to us on SoundCloud, make sure that you are following us. That way you can be the first to know when we upload. I upload on the 15th and the 31st of every month. You will get it first. If you are watching this on YouTube, please click down in the description box so that way you can actually subscribe so you can listen to it first. Or if you want to just watch it, that's fine too. We ain't picky.
No.
At all. But just know that you'll be getting it later. So if you do want it first, if you're one of those people that want to listen to it on your way to work, it'll be on SoundCloud 15th and 31st. It'll be on YouTube a little later. I don't want to say a week after because sometimes I can't get it edited that fast. So just know it'll be a little bit later. Okay. So now that we got that out of the way.
Done.
First things first.
Topics.
I'm the realist, as Iggy says. So, first thing that we're going to discuss today, since we down in Mississippi and up to no good.
Seriously.
We're going to talk about weird things that we do down here in the South. Just weird sayings, weird things that we do.
Y'all.
Yeah. That's the normal one there, y'all, because good Lord, we say that a lot. But you know what? That's not as bad anymore because like back when we were younger, I know that was like a staple thing.
That was But
was
now,
like,
hey, y'all.
Yeah, I hear people that say that all the time. I guess it's because the way that we say it still be country as hell.
True.
Like, hey y'all, how y'all doing?
Yeah, I've heard people, I think in New York even say it though too. And I've read a lot of things by some people that writers out there. They'll put y'all in there, so it's kind of gotten its own place, I guess.
Look at us up in the dictionary and whatnot.
I know, right?
I am just shocked. Well, I'm gonna start it off by saying this. My mama brought this up the other day, and every time I hear it now, I just think about her because she was saying and this was random. She was just like, I'm convinced that only in the South that you will hear us say precious a lot, like. Yeah. Oh, that's so precious. Oh, yeah. She's so precious.
Exactly.
Bless. Oh, like I really don't hear that anywhere else. And it didn't occur to me until she said it. Cause even like today, like I had this cute little kid, this like little boy, he probably maybe like 1-ish, almost 2. And he's at my table and I'm just, talking to the grandparents and he just like does this. He goes, hey, I'm like, hey, what's up? He goes, juice. I'm like, you want some juice? Yeah, that's what you want. He was like, you pointing the juice. Yeah. I was like, I can't get you juice. Your grandma said water. Yeah. He was like, I told you water. And I'm like, well, And then it was also funny because I look in the corner of my eye and his grandmother's got this switch in her purse. Like old school, like break off a tree limb. Oh my gosh, yes. Switch. And I was like, welcome to the South.
That's the South. Switches.
Switches. It is still a thing. I highly doubt that that's still a thing anywhere else, but yeah. I can remember growing up with the switch, Lord. It's always the worst when your mama be like, go outside and you get it.
Yeah. Like you choose the switch I'm about to beat your ass with.
And then you can't get no small one. Cause then cause I tried that one time and Christine broke off a tree limb straight up. Went outside and was angry, just and then she ripping the leaves up.
Yeah, the bad part about where we grew up, it was just bamboo. So it was like, go find
not
a
just
switch, and it's
bamboo.
like, well, there's a forest of bamboo. So you get those. And just,
That's literally a cane fishing pole,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
what?
It turned into like Viet Cong, the Hopper House.
Got that prisoner of war, ain't you?
Yeah, Diddy Mao. Damn.
I think that's probably like another thing. It's just I think like punishment in general.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's evolved in the South. Because I can remember they don't do this anymore, but I can remember growing up in public schools that they still did spankings.
Oh, God,
like
yeah, they did.
at the school.
Yeah.
And I always thought it wasn't the fact of getting a whooping at school. It was just the fact that it was in front of your friends.
Exactly.
That I was like, absolutely not, because it would just be such a dramatic thing. It was almost like watching somebody on death row.
Yeah, walking the line.
Yeah, because like what would happen is that we would just be in like homeroom or something like that, and all of a sudden you did a knock. Everybody's stopping, looking, shit, and it's just the principal. It was always the principal, the assistant principal, and then the teacher would go outside. Now, this was back when I was like younger, where they had the teacher, and then it was like a assistant teacher.
Yeah.
So they would literally not say the kid's name. They'd just be like, just signal,
Fingers. And you're
just
like,
fingers. And he was like, oh, shit. And then here comes this poor kid. I'm like, oh, man. And it was always this paddle. Swear to God, was like this goddamn long. It was super long. Some of them had holes.
I remember the holes in ours.
Oh, and then what I used to hate was that they used to try to carry on with class as if nothing was happening. And then they would go in the hallway. You would think they would go to like a room. Oh no, it was right outside of our door, literally.
Yeah.
And all you would just hear is
damn. And you know what's happening.
you'd
Yeah.
be like, God damn.
He's getting it. Ah. Oh my gosh.
And it wasn't even me, and I'm just like,
yeah.
because
it's enough to make you want to be like,
I was such an empathetic kid. Like I always like felt people's pain.
Yeah.
I'm over here crying, and it ain't even fucking happening to me. Just in kindergarten, like.
it's terrifying.
It is.
The sounds.
Because I think now it's just like evolved because it's just like, because you got people that are divided. Now, most of the South firmly believes in spare the rod, spoil the child out here in these streets. But, there's always the exceptions. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, but depending on where you at, it's either whoopings, ass whoopings, or spankings.
Yeah.
You get your spankings.
I'm gonna spank you.
You guys gonna take it. Oh, I love running into those Rankin County women that'll be like, "I'm gonna take you outside and wear you out."
Yeah. Now that's a Southern thing. That phrase.
I'm gonna wear you out. I said, "Girl, what? Is that where you been?"
Yeah, I know. Take you outside, Connor, and wear your ass out.
That you.
Like, damn.
I have heard that so many times at Ross and Walmart.
Oh yeah.
Good Lord.
You about to get whooping.
Right. The dads.
Dad's coming there.
Oh Jesus.
I feel like it's always like an escalation period. It's like the moms will say something, and then that's the thing in the South too. It's like there's no kind of like real joint thing going on. It's like moms, and then at some point it's like once dad gets involved, it's like, and then I don't know.
I'm gonna call your daddy
I'm gonna get your dad.
or daddy.
Diddy.
I'm gonna get your daddy.
You remember him at baseball practice? Diddy?
Oh, good Lord. What are these pronunciation of things?
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Why?
Like, why?
I can remember that as a kid. Diddy, I'm gonna hit that ball.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, my God. Between that and all the many different names we got for grandparents
Yeah.
growing up, oh, my God. Like, I didn't even know until I went to school because I just thought it was grandma, but there's grandma, there's Nana, there's Mamaw, there's Pawpaw,
Meemaw,
Mimi,
Gigi,
like,
Peepaw, Pap,
yep,
Cappy,
keep it coming.
Billy.
Okay.
Okay, slow down. Billy's the weird one. We don't talk about Billy.
We're not gonna talk about Billy. Uncle Billy is just, he just be down the way. I can't. You remember when we were talking about like different common Southern kid names?
Yeah. That's a topic in and of itself right there. That is Southern, though. Oh, and that is a Southern thing that I found. Double names.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. So, I like, for some reason, there's always Anna Catherine.
Oh, God, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
Mary Claire.
Anna Claire.
Megan.
Not Megan.
Like,
And
well,
you know
whoa.
what's funny? I actually knew a girl that got mad if you called her Megan.
Yeah.
Her name was Megan.
Oh, yeah.
But it was spelled Megan, but she would get
course.
upset. I mean, straight up, like,
Throwing, yeah.
wanting to fight if you called her Megan.
My name is Megan.
Goddamn. Anna Kate. Goddamn. Hunter. Goddamn shit.
Braden. Caden.
Aiden.
Colton.
Oh, good Lord.
Cooper. Gentry.
Gentry.
That's the one that always gets me.
Fucking Gentry.
Gentry Miller.
Goddamn Hannah.
Yeah.
I have just heard, I knew, oh goodness, I can't even count how many two names, just,
Yeah. Abby Rose. I don't know. I don't know. They're you think of two names.
Think of just two random names. They
Put 'em
don't even have to
together,
make
yeah.
any sense. Like
Yeah.
it could literally be Copper Harris.
Yeah.
It-
That's probably one.
That's probably somebody's name. It literally, like, that is how names work in the
Mm-hmm.
South. You just put them together. They don't kind of make any sense.
No.
They just kind of work like that. Like, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, God. The way that we pronounce things in general. Because I know I have, like, friends that are from New York, L.A., and people that are even here that be messing with me about
Truly.
how I pronounce. I didn't know I pronounced things weird until I remember I was on the bus coming home from school back in like high school, and it was hot, and I was trying to let the, I'm gonna try to say this word correctly. I was trying to let the window down,
Yeah.
and just in the midst of me frustrated, because this was back when they had those bus windows that you had to like do the
Yeah.
little thing to, and it was
MacGyver.
stuck.
Jesus.
It was stuck. And out of just pure frustration, I just go, Miss Janet, I can't let this window down.
Yeah.
And my friend, his name was John. John said, "What'd you say?" I said, "I can't let the window down." He said, "The window
Window.
with an A," and I was like, I didn't even know I was saying it like that until it was just brought to my attention. But then I thought about how many other words that I say with the A at the end. But it's not just me. It'll be like window, yellow, pillar.
Pillar. Pillar. Yellow. Window.
It's just random, just A's, R's to things, fucking just
Yeah.
fucking buggy.
Bug.
Just goddamn buggy, and just I can't.
Buggy.
Oh Lord, but you know what's funny? I found out that most of our accents, like the Southern accent in general, like comes like we're like the closest people that's in America that still speaks the King's English.
That's awesome.
So
Hooray for that.
I literally saw a video where a lady like just kind of like was giving a whole. She basically was like sticking up for the South.
Thank
and
God.
was like, "Don't talk about our accent because this is why we talk like this." So apparently, it started out obviously. We came from England,
There we go.
so it's basically like that, but slowed down. And I didn't think she was accurate until she was talking in an English accent.
Like old English.
Yeah, just like
yeah.
oh my God, like welcome, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
that. And then she just the more she slowed it down, the more it literally became how we talk,
yeah.
literally.
Oh,
And I was
that's
so
crazy.
shook about it.
That's crazy though to think about that.
Yeah. So
The
like
transformation of it.
people that's in the South, like Dixie Mason line, we're like the closest people that still like have somewhat of a UK accent, and it's just slowed down, hella slowed. Now I will say this: there's two different types of Southern accents, though. You got the ones that talk real slow, like this, like because I know when I'm at the restaurant, they'll be like, "I'll get a ribeye, medium rare." with you got one of them baked potatoes,
No.
and then let me get some A1 with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's real slow. And then you got people like me that just talk like a Southern Belle ass bitch.
Just a good moderate speed.
Just a good moderate speed, but it's still country as shit.
Yeah.
It gets worse for me. It gets worse for me after 10 o'clock. I don't know why. I think it's just, I probably sound like it now because I'm tired, but it happens when I'm tired or it's past 9 or 10 o'clock at night. I don't know why.
It's kind of like a gremlin effect.
And it gets really, really bad. Because when I was in California this past time, my friends, when I was with pointed, they thought, but see, California, shout out to people that's in California. They actually like our country asses. They really do.
I know.
Like that's about the only state that I went to that they're just like, oh, that's so.
You, all right. You're from Mississippi? Cool.
You're
all right.
Mississippi, right?
You're from there?
We don't ever like fully pronounce things neither.
No.
Like Mississippi,
Cutting off.
Tennessee,
Kentucky,
Kentucky,
yeah.
Texas,
Alabama.
Alabama. Roll Tide.
Exactly. Yeah, I was about to say roll.
Goddamn, SEC is life down here. Goddamn.
That's the truth.
I don't know how the hell you can't survive in the South without some goddamn football.
Football and NASCAR.
Oh hell yeah.
And the craziest thing is I can't believe that NASCAR is like the biggest thing. Like, and most people watch NASCAR.
Is in the South because you gotta understand because most of us ain't got nothing but land and time.
True, yeah. And
so
with those two combinations,
NASCAR was born.
Yeah.
You just start racing your four wheelers out there in the pasture.
And just getting drunk and having a good time. Throwing some food in there.
Women and,
guns.
You know what I'm going to miss, though, when I go to California? And it's crawfish bowls.
Oh, yeah.
Because those are life, especially Mississippi, because down here we call them mud bugs because that's what they are.
Yep.
If y'all don't know what actual crawfish are, they really are mud bugs. Like, they literally their houses just literally it's almost like you build a sandcastle full of mud and it's normally sitting near like a little creek or something that's near some water and they just they bury down in the mud and to get them you got to get down off in there and get them, so that's why we call them mud bugs for those of y'all that don't know the history behind that. But yeah, crawfish is
Holy shit, that's what I need to do is just go to California and open up a crawfish restaurant.
I would only eat it if somebody from the, because listen.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't think you understand how I went to Ralph's, and Ralph's is like Kroger. It's basically Kroger's sister company.
Okay, Ralph's.
It's not as good, but fucking Ralph. But I went on purpose because I needed to see what I was gonna be needing to get from Mississippi before I move, right? Because that, I know that's weird, y'all, but that was bothering my soul. Because I was like, because I'm very much a Cajun queen. I'm just Creole at heart. I probably am Creole, don't even fucking realize it. But
yeah, right.
I just cook a certain way. And certain seasonings and things ain't available everywhere.
Exactly.
So
that's the truth.
it was really bothering me. So I went into Ralph's, and I went to a fancy Ralph's because I told everybody else I was kind of shook because when I walked up in there, it was downtown LA, and I walked up in there and I was already kind of shook. It was a bar in that motherfucker, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
A whole ass bar and a restaurant.
You would never see me again.
And it was so crazy to me. But I'm walking down the aisles and I have a list now. I got a list in my notes. I'm going down the aisles like I need to figure this out. So everything else was fine. I'm like, okay. I realized that they ain't got no goddamn Creole seasonings. They like Old Bay out there, whatever the fuck that is.
Old Bay, they like that. Yeah.
That shit that ain't no real ass seasoning for no seafood. Y'all tripping. Get some goddamn Tony Satcheries or some goddamn Zatarans and call it a day.
Yeah.
But they ain't got, bruh.
Yeah, they're skimping.
So I'm gonna have to go to Sam's Club and get that for sure. They know, because I saw when I tell you the tiniest fucking bottle of Tony Satcheries I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. I have never. It was literally maybe like that big, and I'm like, all right, gotta go to Sam's, get me 2 bottles of that.
2?
Big ones. Give me 2 big ass ones. I need to get, you know what I mean? And they don't have no Louisiana brand, and I like Louisiana hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
And I also like their fish fry to
Yeah.
fry my okra and everything else. And that's another, see, the southern foods that y'all don't know is life. Fucking
Golly.
fried okra.
Fried okra.
I live for fried okra.
It's
Catfish.
so good.
Wait, John.
We were talking about that the other day. A good fish house is like...
John, they ain't got no catfish in California.
Hey, that's the thing that I realized when I went to Minnesota one time is like...
Minnesota.
Yeah, the lobster and things up there is cheap as fuck. But you try to get catfish up there, it's gonna be like the price of lobster would be down here.
Jesus,
and
no.
and you're sitting there like, oh, okay, never mind. And
No. And it was so crazy because, like, child, because I know I was watching a YouTube vlog one time of somebody, and they was I think that was in North Carolina, and they just went to me, it was just a regular ass fish house, but apparently North Carolina, even though I think it's ain't it technically the South still?
Technically, I would say so. Yeah.
They more northernized up there, in my personal opinion.
They are. Yeah.
So I don't really consider them the South, but I
know.
guess they the South. But they literally just went to this lady that just had a food truck that just sold, to me, basic catfish and hush puppies, and they was about to lose their shit. And I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all really not get that nowhere?
Yo.
Like, what?
You don't know what you're missing. Yeah.
That's okay. I've already found a website. That's got catfish. You want to know what fucking disturbed me, though, when I was in California?
What's that?
I fucking saw crawfish.
Oh, yeah.
But it was frozen, and it was packaged. Like, you know how when you go to Kroger and you get them shrimps?
Yes.
It was packaged weird. And I was very confused because, one, I knew for a fact it was not crawfish season. So I'm like, where did you get this from?
Yeah.
And then, two, how long has it been frozen? Y'all trying to die.
Was it the tails or is the whole?
It was like,
Oh no, I wouldn't trust that.
I was,
Ooh.
I was so confused. Like, I was like, and then the crazy part is, how you gonna sell the crawfish and y'all don't got no crawfish bowl? California, you fucking up. How you gonna sell the crawfish and not have crawfish bowl? You don't got nothing to cook it with. What are y'all cooking this with? I want to know. Comment below. I want to know.
Yeah.
Like, what are you exactly cooking? You don't even know what to do.
Yeah. And this
You don't know the first step.
Yeah, nuh-uh.
I can't. It's just, I can't.
Well, we take olive oil and some.
Oh, hell no.
Nope.
Absolutely not. You can, the door.
Yeah, exactly.
The door.
Yeah.
No. You want to know another thing that I noticed in the South that was low key annoying when I was working retail?
What's that?
Is that we still got the family dynamic here in the South. It's very much traditional, like a motherfucker. Because when I was working at Pier 1, you know, I had to sell credit cards and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to be pretty good at selling them. Like I had like my strategy was that I would tell them, well, one, you can get 10% off of your whole 10 or 20% off of your whole transaction. That's one. And then two, I had to start telling them that they could pay it off the same day they applied. The reason why I had to do that was because, and this is just in the South, I'm pretty sure if I go work at Pier 1 anywhere else, this is not going to work. But I would get these women that would come in, and they would have money now to come and decorate. I mean, you should have seen I used to help decorate all kind of one lady had a 8-foot dining table that she got custom made just for her hunting cabin.
Yeah.
It was insane. Like, they got money, but it's not their money, right? It comes from their husbands. So the issue is that a lot of them can't make financial decisions
Without the go-ahead.
without the husband,
Yeah.
which was so crazy to me, but it's very common. Like, very, very much so. Like I ran into some women that their husbands only would give them cash for their allowances.
Jesus.
Or, you know, they had these joint credit cards. I mean, and I really think that's just, and then like, it's not even just like financial stuff. Like, I would hear them at the restaurant now and be like, well, I had to make sure that, you know, it was okay for me to go out tonight with the girls.
I've heard that before once too, yeah.
Yeah, like it was literally like it's very interesting how that is still like the normative here, that like the man is really like the head of the household, and women like abide to that. Like it's very interesting.
Yeah, I get that, but I feel like within the South, we're so biblically based. It's like it's still like, and I don't know. I mean, it's just like go do your own damn thing.
That's how I feel. But I was just kind of like, Lord, I ran into that so much. Like, oh, my husband don't let me apply for hello hobo.
There he goes.
Oh, I'm sorry. He don't look like a hobo though.
He doesn't.
He got the sign.
He got the sign though.
That's another okay. Commercial break. Let's talk about hobos because
they're out in those streets, y'all.
Now I have a soft spot for homeless people.
I do too.
I feel like the hobos out here don't know real homeless.
No.
And this, because I've seen Skid Row in like California, right? I've seen it.
Yep.
Them people really homeless. Like, I mean, like for real out there roughing it.
Definitely.
I think in the South, especially Georgia, Texas, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Alabama, I don't understand why you're doing what you're doing. Because I get it. People have hard times, down in your luck. I get that. I'm not saying that is the issue. My issue is the people that you can tell really not homeless. Like, oh boy, I wish I had the camera turned. He had the sign, but he looked clean as shit.
Yeah,
he looked like he didn't had a couple showers.
Yeah.
He probably smelled good.
Yeah.
And everything else. So I'm just like, okay, one, you scamming. B, I'm like, I don't understand how you're still like if you fall on hard times, I get that. But Mississippi is one of the lowest income ass states.
Forest.
In the country. I think damn near maybe not the world, but I know in the United States we're really low on that.
I think we're 48 or 47, 49 probably.
Yeah.
We're down there.
So most people come here to retire.
Yeah.
This is a retirement state because it's so affordable. I believe us in Florida is like the old people state. So it doesn't make any sense to me why you are homeless still. Like I said, I get it. If you fall on hard times, you're just roughing it out. But hell,
this is the last state you want to be homeless in.
Like it doesn't make any sense. It really economically and logically, it doesn't make any sense because you can go and get a job literally anywhere.
I was actually for about, I'd say voluntarily though, I went on this adventure on my scooter and was basically
on my scooter.
Yeah, I went 3,800 miles on this scooter and I was homeless. I stayed with people, but I was basically on my own on this scooter. And in the South, like go to New York or Los Angeles or Seattle
because it's just like people and then people just I don't know. I just feel like if you're gonna panhandle, you will probably make more money panhandling in a bigger city. Because this is not the state to do any of that. This ain't the state to panhandle. Because first of all, people not walking the streets. Everybody got cars, which is the reason why Uber is struggling here. Waiter, Uber Eats,
everything,
Grubhub, all of those businesses. I'm shocked they even came here, but they're struggling here because everybody has a car. Everything is very accessible here. You know, our traffic ain't shit compared to like Atlanta or Texas or anywhere like
even
that.
like
So
Tennessee now, Nashville.
Yeah, so it's like it doesn't make any sense. I mean, the minimum age is 725. I mean, goddamn
Cameras.
God
always.
damn it. Fucking shit.
I wish that guy would come back by. We could like paint it on him real
come
bad.
back by just so he can hear us talking about him.
Get him in here.
Right.
Interview him.
All right. Be like, sir, explain your actions.
I'm actually testing a theory at.
Testing a theory, my ass. The hell you doing? Looking like you done had several showers. And you know what? For those of y'all that know somebody that's homeless, that's not in a big city, hell, I can tell you how to finesse this shit. Okay, minimum wage is $7.25. Okay, so if you just gotta find one. Listen, everybody do stuff online now. The library free. Go to the library, set you up an Indeed, find you a job. That's step one. Step two, if you done got, let's just say hypothetically speaking, you got this job and you're still trying to figure out, how you gonna make it living wise. You ain't figured that out yet. Okay, fine. If you got a car, fantastic, sleep in your car. If you don't, I'm pretty sure you can find something, figure it out.
Yeah.
But you can go to Planet Fitness. Once you get this job, because I know people, just from me working at the one in Jackson, I've seen people finesse. And it really wasn't even always homeless people. It'd be people that was well put together that I could tell was homeless because they would come in at a certain time, work out. I'm putting a workout.
Yeah.
Take a shower,
Routines.
get fully dressed for work, and just go.
Yeah.
In 2019, you can finesse homelessness, especially if you're not
really
in no
can.
big ass city. You can kind of finesse that. I don't know.
No, that's the what was his name? The creator of what was that damn show? Survivor. He lived in his car out in Los Angeles for his long time.
Yeah, sure
Then,
did.
Boom, he had that idea. A lot of Steve Harvey even. He lived in his car. He was homeless, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you can finesse it. I did. I know. When I was on that scooter, I did it.
I could just see you just
Yeah,
getting on that
yeah,
goddamn
it was
scooter.
insane.
You know what else I've noticed since we're on the topic of the South still? See, this could be an episode on its own.
Yeah, I'm
Shit.
telling
So I saw this political campaign ad that you will only, I swear to God, only hear this in the South. But you would think that we're still back in the 1800s because we used to, I had a teacher that would literally refer to us as still the Yankees and the,
Oh, God.
you know what I mean? So
Yes, that happens.
a lot down here. And this I'm a not be messy and say who it was, but this campaign literally starts off with him. He's putting on our ticket. We just got a new tag, y'all. And the tag became a big deal across America because it says "In God We Trust" on there, which really ain't that big of a deal, but it is because Mississippi was making it weird because they were like, well, we're gonna stand on our values.
Yeah.
But the commercial was weird because he kept saying the liberals want us to change our values, and the liberals are mad because we got this on our tag. And, we don't need the liberals up in it was just why are you saying it's damn, you might as well just say nigga, or something. I don't know what you're trying to say. The liberals are this and it was the weirdest thing. I was it just low key, if you would switch some words around, it low key sounded like a ad from the 50s. It was the weirdest thing. And I was like, this only happens in the South because I've heard it from more than one candidate. They'll be the Republicans and because they will never say Democrats. They'll always say liberals. They always call them liberals.
That's the truth.
So it's literally the Republicans, just like I said, the Yankees. And, you know what I mean?
That's the truth. That sounds like a good drinking game. Watch that commercial, and as many times as he says that.
He said liberals so many times.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That it said that he made me uncomfortable thinking it was a derogatory term. That's how that's how much he said it. And I was like, am I a liberal? Do I need to go somewhere?
I need to go check myself. Jeez.
Good
I got
grief.
my palms sweaty, my raised temperature.
Jesus, I don't know what to do here. You know what else was weird? I think this only happens here too, is that the South goes to bed. And I think it's
Hold on, what do you mean?
the South goes to bed. And what I mean by that is that if you go to, I'm gonna specifically especially say it in Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana for a fact, you go out if you want to at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, oh yeah, no.
If you want to, thinking that you're going to run somewhere and get something to eat, or you're going to go to a gas station.
Get into something.
You thought. Shit shuts the fuck down. Yep. And it ain't even kind of Clinton, 10 o'clock on the dot, gas stations shut down, grocery stores, food. The only thing that's open is Taco Bell.
Oh,
the Kroger stays open till 1 at least. And then
that's convenient.
It's one Shell station. Fuck. And that's it. You got the one Shell that's open.
Brendan's that way. When I get off work, I usually try to hit that little grocery store, but I can't because it's past 9 o'clock and it's already closed.
It's not like that anywhere else because I know that when I was helping plan club parties, I was low-key a club promoter and all kind of stuff when I was in college, y'all. And whenever we would get the guests come in from out of state, the clubs have to shut down at 2. there's a mandatory curfew, and which is especially because this particular person was from New York, so they're used to shit being open till hole in the wall hours.
Exactly.
And
Nope.
it was like it shut down, and she's just like, so I mean, is there anything else to do? And I'm like, shit, you can go to fucking Waffle House.
There you go. Yeah.
Walmart. That's what we do down here past 10 o'clock. We go fucking walk around Walmart. Jeez. I don't think you understand how excited I got when I found out there were 24-hour Targets.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I'm not gonna know what to do when I get to LA because I'm like, there's 24-hour fucking Targets.
See that's amazing.
That is awesome.
I could.
We need one.
Yeah, I could live in a Target for 24 hours. I'm sure.
Yes, live in a Target.
Yeah,
Target is great.
It is,
honestly. Last thing I'm gonna say about the South before we move on, because good God, we just spent like 30 minutes just talking about the South.
I know. We could go on forever.
This is a weird thing, and I don't know if you've ever done this before, but like whenever we have bad weather, just in general, my grandmother, now mind you, like I told y'all, she was Utica, Mississippi. That's in the middle of nowhere, literally. I mean, no cell phone reception.
Nothing.
People have to get satellite cable because you can't do anything else.
Yeah,
it's literally in the middle of nowhere. Whenever it would rain or start to look like it would rain or smell like it, because you can smell rain. Mm-hmm. I don't know if anybody else can do that, but I can smell it.
Hell yeah.
We would have to cut out all the lights in the house. Cut out all the lights, turn off the air conditioning. We're just sitting. Now, mind you, my grandmother's house originally, when she bought it, was a shack. It was a one-room shack. She built on her kitchen and my mom's room, her room, and my uncle's rooms. But the living room part of it, when you walk in her house, that was the shack.
That's
so
incredible.
Yeah, so
that's awesome.
There's no central air.
Nope.
We had one air conditioning unit in that house, and it was in the living room. So the rest of the house was just
baking.
There was no way I could sleep past 10 a.m. Not even if I wanted to, because it was a sauna, literally. It was crazy. And she would try, bless her soul, she would try to open up the doors for us and try to, but it's one unit. It was one. So like we had to cut all of it out and have to sit in the living room on the floor or either on the porch. And she'll be like, we have to just sit here and let the Lord do his business.
Oh,
handle his business.
Sweetheart.
And I'm just like, I get it,
but
it's hot. It's hot as hell. And in the South, y'all, it's so messed up. Our weather just so fucked up. Like, I don't know anywhere else that it rains and you thinking you gonna get some relief.
No.
Oh no. It gets hotter. Like the humidity is stupid. It gets hotter. Like, I don't know.
Today was like that. Even.
Today, the past couple of days has been like that.
It's been horrible.
It's been pissing me off that I get off work at 8 a.m. and it's hot as hell.
It sucks.
It's literally, I kid y'all not, it's like 80 degrees at 8 a.m. in the morning, but it feels more like 85 or 90 at 8 in the morning, and the sun's barely out.
I always compare it to like a tropical rainforest, like a damn jungle. I swear, like if
we could survive on Naked and Afraid, fam.
Like if we were on one of those shows, if it were in a jungle, I'd be like,
yo, I saw one where they went to Louisiana, and I was like, absolutely not. You could not pay me to be naked. Do you not know you don't know the mosquitoes?
Fuck that
we have.
Good God, no.
Could you imagine being in the swamps in Louisiana?
Even in my yard, it's just like.
I don't want to be in my backyard.
I know.
Past 5 p.m.
Much less naked in Louisiana?
Absolutely not. You finna get all kind of West Nile. Like, goddamn West Nile.
That shit.
You know what else I'm mad about that I say? And I'm gonna move on to the next thing, I promise. I'm mad because I told myself I wouldn't do this when I got older, but I'm doing it now. My mama and my grandma used to call fucking Ritz crackers and like peanut butter crackers nabs. And it pisses me off because when I was little, I thought that was the stupidest thing to say. And it literally was not just, my mom and my grandma. It would be like all the older people down here will say nabs. I don't know I tried to Google it once of where that came from, and there's no logical explanation of why we call it nabs down here.
Y'all got some nabs?
But now, at 26, I now like, I go to the store and be like, I'm gonna go over here and get some nabs. And then it's funny because I work at Jackson State, so when I say it now, these kids are like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it, I'm turning into Christine every day. Just slowly, just between that and like my dad still calls his lunch box a lunch bucket.
Lunch bucket?
Or a lunch pail.
Yeah, lunch pail.
Yep.
Bucket.
And I'm just like,
Oh,
Jesus, what is
getting
this?
older.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's fine.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I want it to stop. So we're gonna move on to the next topic because we didn't spend damn near an hour just talking about the South. But we're gonna talk about prison reform. Well, Kim K's prison reform. So Kim K back up in the White House. Kimberly Ann is getting it. She went and, she's still doing her lawyer thing or studying to be a lawyer, but she is really trying to like do this like full time, like do this prison reform thing. And I think it's fantastic. She's like looking into people's cases that probably have been sitting there for God knows how long.
I read on that one, it was she pardoned or got a lady, Alice Marie Johnson.
Yes.
First time offender. That was the one that is, I guess, the most like publicity behind it. But
Yep.
First time, drug offender. 63 years old, nonviolent, serving life.
Yep.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. I'm so glad that she like was able to work that out because that was, and now she's working. She's literally going case by case, and she's saying that she's trying to like go through them and see if there's any wiggle room or any kind of something to just help these people out. But I think who would have thought?
That
fucking Kim Kardashian would have been the one getting people out of prison now.
But that's
crazy. Oh,
that's incredible.
Okay, JPD.
Yeah.
But sorry. I thought that was just so like that is just listen. I feel like honestly, if they get this weed legalized, which they fucking should, I think weed should be legalized. I personally think prostitution should be legalized personally, but that's just my personal opinion. If they do, people need to have a open jailhouse day because get everybody out, get all the people in the hood out, get everybody out of there that y'all got locked up for weed.
Seriously
out.
Though, I mean,
get them out.
It's one thing because in my experience, you see a lot of people serving a lot of time for drugs and things like that, whereas violent offenders and things of that nature will walk.
Yeah, will walk
sooner.
It's especially up here in Jackson because I didn't went through the Hinds County court system. Now I ain't never been on the wrong end of the law, but I was one of those people that, and I heard this is a rare occasion, but my first time getting jury duty, I got served. I came up here to the courthouse, did the whole little thing, thinking that because my dad was like, oh, you just go and they're gonna make sure that you're there, and then they're gonna like dismiss you, right? I'm thinking, okay, cool, I should be out of here. Oh no, my ass got picked for the first round of people, got picked for the second round of people. I made it all the way up to where they started picking jurors. Oh, wow. I'm thinking, okay, I should be out of here now. Yeah. And I saw some people. Now this was funny as shit to me. I saw some people that was purposely being biased. Yeah. Because they'll ask you, okay, do you have any issues with Jackson Police Department or something? It would just be stuff like that. Like, have you ever personally had somebody go to jail? Stuff like that. I saw people I could tell they was lying like a motherfucker, but they was just trying to get the fuck up out of there. And I didn't understand why, and I should have did it, but I didn't understand why. So my truthful ass, just like, oh, I don't have any issues. I got a couple people I know that's in jail, but I don't have the problem with the system. Yeah. Should have fucking lied. Cause my ass got picked. Yeah. First time getting served. I got picked to be on the goddamn trial. Oof. The trial was stupid as hell.
What was it?
So basically what had happened was there was this guy that was simply walking around his apartment complex. And this is an apartment complex in West Jackson that's known for being robbed and shot up. I don't know why the fuck you're there, but I get it. It's low income. Yeah. But this girl come home from the club 3-4 in the morning, realized her apartment got broke into. This nosy ass motherfucking neighbor comes out, say, I saw it. He went that way. So they literally just went into the general direction. This guy really was just in the wrong place, wrong time. They came, called the police, kicked this poor man's door in and everything. Now, mind you, in my head, I'm listening to this and I'm like, so did we search his house for any items that was stolen? No, we just going, okay, all right. So I'm sitting there. Now, mind you, they tell me I can't have a face. And anybody that watches my channel, y'all know I do facial expressions. So I was the wrong person to be on this trial because I was trying really hard not to, but things just wasn't making logical sense to me.
So you're sitting there like...
I'm sitting there like, okay, look, go on.
Yeah.
And so the girl... See, I knew she was lying because when she walked up there, first of all, do not come to court in fucking pajamas. No. Let's just start there because I immediately judged you instantly that you come up in here trying to accuse this poor man, and then I was pissed because old boy had been sitting in jail this whole time, and I was that pissed me off because I'm like, why are you in jail? And he had been in there for at least 2 years, and that shit pissed me off. So I'm over here like instantly on like his side, like, bro, I got you, I'm getting you out, and. So she come up in there and she over here like, yeah, so like I came home and like my flat screen was gone, my baby PlayStation was gone, and like my neighbor said that she saw him across the street. So like I had called JPD and they had went over there. Like, I'm like, girl, what? So then they had the audacity to start handing out pictures.
Oh God, yeah.
To just show us, right? My instant thought was they had took a picture from where the neighbor was. Mm-hmm. There was a goddamn tree in front of the window, and I was confused instantly. Me looking, passing around. I told you, I tried really hard, y'all, not to make a face, but they're just passing around. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm gonna wait till we go back and fucking deliberate because this is stupid. Maybe it's because I watch too much fucking Law and Order, Special Victims Unit on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I'm just saying. I just was like instantly like, how you see it, how? Yeah. And then they took the pictures during the day, which was also stupid. But I know for a fact you could barely see that far out during the day, let alone at 3 in the morning.
At 3 in the morning. And if her baby's PlayStation was stolen, why was she doing out at 3?
Child, okay, so
Go
I'm
on.
over here like
continue.
Okay.
This is great.
And they just didn't have no evidence. Like the only thing that they went off of was that he just happened to be out around the same time that all this is going on. And I'm just over here like, okay. And they were really trying to push it. They were over here trying to give different examples, and they calling up stupid ass witnesses. And I'm like, this is stupid. This is a stupid ass case. And we finally get back up now mind you, it's me and this other guy with me. I think they only picked us because we were young.
Yeah, probably.
So
it's usually when they get you.
Yeah. So me and him about the same age, but we had talked afterwards. So we realized we were like literally like I think like a year or two apart. Mm-hmm. So me and him both, he's laughing low key at me this whole time we're in court because I'm just sitting over here like, so this is how Hinds County functions. This is goddamn JPD. Fucking shit. So I'm over here like, okay, you wait till we get in this goddamn delivery. So the moment that they like, all right, jury, I hope you make a sound decision and, present, they're making their closing fucking statements. Mm-hmm. We go in the room. The moment they close the door, I'm like, he's innocent, let him out.
Yeah.
I was the one leading it. I'm like, okay, no, we're not doing this. We are not doing this. So it was literally like we got in there and I was like, anybody think he didn't do it? It was like us unanimously was like, no. So, we had to stay in there for a minute. So that's the thing that don't tell y'all because we knew within 5 minutes of them closing that door that he was innocent. But they made us be up in there for a minute. We're over here looking at the pictures passing around and my ass, you see this here? How the fuck she gonna see past this tree? And look at this angle here. Like, I'm over here doing a whole like CSI thing. Like, this doesn't make any sense. And how you gonna be here? He wasn't even doing nothing. Where's the evidence? Did anybody ever find the car? Like, what? Like, he don't even drive that car. Like, I'm over here like, y'all
got pictures in the red thread connecting the dots.
Like, y'all not finna send this man to jail for something stupid. It was stupid. Okay, and it went on for 2 days, and I was pissed. I had to call out of work. All of that for $300.
Yeah, that's a
headache. I was mad. I was so mad. Y'all, I have been, between that and traffic court, I just fucking hate the law now. Because I'm just like, this is stupid. Yeah. They was really going to sit. The fact that man was sitting in jail that whole time for that, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and you could argue that it's like good that he did. That way it's like, helps his case, but at the same time, it's just like, fuck.
It was stupid. It was stupid.
That
This is
hurt
why
me.
I'm happy that Kim K is looking into this. Because just from me witnessing that, I was like, okay, this is stupid. Who else is sitting up in jail
Yeah.
for something stupid? Because I was just kind of shook. I'm like, y'all really holding this? And they didn't have no evidence. Like, that was the crazy part. I was hoping if I was going to get picked for trial, at least let it be some murder case. Let me get something cool.
Yeah.
Hell no, something
Yeah,
stupid.
wasn't anything like.
And I was like, how many more people are sitting up in jail waiting on trial for something like this? That could have been, child, fucking JPD.
I had so in my experience when I was in jail, I was in the I guess the communal lockup or whatever with a guy that was in jail for. He had been there 6 months for conspiracy of burglary. Like, just because he was involved with thinking about being a burglar, he had been spending all the time. And
I think about taking shit off
I know.
every day.
And that blew my mind.
Hell, I
I
have
was
taken shit.
Yeah, I know. I sat there,
Like,
and
what?
this guy was like, I think he was 68 years old and just old truck driver. Just
Oh, wow.
He was like, yeah, my buddies and I, we were sitting around one night drinking, and I said some shit, and they said some shit, and then next thing you know, the police kick in the door, and one of my friends had a wire on him. And I was like,
wow.
why did he have a wire on? He was
Wait,
like, what?
but why though?
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. And
Like, who was under investigation?
I have no idea.
That's-
it was one
that's
of his friends, I
crazy.
guess. But they indicted and got him. Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
I felt so bad for him too. It was-
Meanwhile,
yeah.
I know bitches that's over here money laundering at fucking shoe station on county line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, that's going on, and then here's these types of people just Jesus.
like
And that's the thing that's getting scary these days. I think is like just even thinking about it. It's like
I had to
you're gonna-
stop, y'all. I had to stop my thieving ways. At least I had came to a complete halt probably about 2 years ago. Because
good.
I just because it was just, and you know what was stupid? Me taking stuff didn't make any sense because it wasn't like I needed it.
Yeah.
You want to know the sole reasoning and what started it?
What was
Was
that?
that the prices didn't make any sense to me.
True. Yeah.
Like, I used to see stuff and be like, why is that shirt $20? That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't need to be.
I want that shirt. I don't have to pay $20 for it. It would literally, I kid you not how it like started out. It wouldn't even know like I need this to survive. It would literally be like, that's too high.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That is too high. I'm not paying that much for that. I'd rather take it. So
True,
it was just like, but what messed me up though was that it was like I had already started to slow down because technology is what kind of like slowed me down because like there was always been like little cameras but half of them didn't work and then
Yeah, exactly.
but
Nowadays, oh my god.
it's literally like you have to scope out the place before you do anything like you do, and if I'm gonna do all that I'd rather just rob a bank.
Yeah.
If I'm not finna go to Walmart and scope out Walmart to go and take some headphones or whatever. No.
Even like every employee, every single person has a phone these days with a camera.
Exactly.
So
no. It's just technology is what halted my thieving ways.
it's a good thing.
Halting. Yeah. It was just like me and my conscience one day was like, you know what, bitch? We can't go to jail. Like, we're not gonna make it. We like we're not gonna make it because we short, we cute, we thick. It ain't gonna work out. And then like I would just cause see I had the idea at one point if I gotta go I'm just be like don't do shit I'm gay already. But then somebody was like don't do that cause then now everybody gonna want a piece. I'm like you right.
The reverse of it, like damn it.
It's gonna everybody gonna be like oh so you already gay.
Got me.
Oh, and then I'm just thinking, trying to do that in jail, Jesus. That's just so unsanitary, Lord. But it was that, and then I saw a YouTube video from this girl that I watched that literally went. Her and her girlfriend just went to Walmart to go get fucking cat litter, and they were like tired, so they accidentally grabbed cat food instead.
Gosh.
So they realized that once they got home, like shit. So they go back, have the receipt. They're literally going, I mean, they just left, came back. Fucking preventive loss, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they was doing.
Yeah.
thought that she'd stolen it.
Oh, Jesus.
And it got to a point that, like, because her girlfriend didn't come back in with her this time. She was sitting in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Had got to a point where, like, they called the cops. They had her in handcuffs on the ground. I mean, it was a scary situation because it could happen just that fast. And that brings back the prison because people can go to jail for that over something stupid like that because she kept telling him the receipts in my pocket. I mean, because once her girlfriend like was like, "What's taking so long?" had came in, she started filming, and then that's what we saw on the film. And it was she kept saying, "My receipts in my pocket," like literally, like just if you don't want me to get it, reach in my pocket
and get it
and get the receipt. And then on top of that, she's like, "I just left. Check the cameras." And then like it's literally the girl from the customer service. She just saw the girl and was like, "No, like she just left." Like everybody's vouching, and the loss prevention guy and the cops are just having this whole attitude.
Oh, they're having their way.
Yeah, and just it was so scary. Like that. But yeah, that really halted my shit because I was like, oh hell no, because that could happen to anybody, especially the way the Walmart is up in their game now with security. Because the one in Clinton, I don't know if you've been in there recently.
No.
They redid the whole thing just in general, but their security
I could
ain't
imagine.
no way in fuck you gonna catch me. No, because one, they got this weird little gate thing now that like I didn't know what it was for, but my mama's thinking it's because they want you to pause for a second so they can make sure they get you on the camera. So they got the TV, so they clearly see you. It's all HD and shit.
That's scary.
They clearly see your ass coming in, right? Cameras, new cameras. Cause see, I used to know. I'm telling you, I used to know where they were. They got new cameras.
Yeah.
That's number one. And then two, the self-checkout alone. Now, the one in Clinton, a little sketch, because I had been stopped taking stuff out of there years ago because they used to stop people for no reason.
Yeah.
And be like, you literally could have just watched me leave self-checkout and be like, where's your receipt?
Exactly.
Like, they used to harass people. So I stopped doing that there in general because they was doing that before they upgraded their system. Now, they got it to where not only is there cameras on the machine, there's cameras up above, and they have it kind of like Buffalo Wild Wings style TVs, and you can see it, and then all of them. And then they got it now because I had this issue Walmart literally last night. If you scan something too fast, or if it doesn't scan the first time and you're trying to get it to scan, it'll flag you. And then the person from that's over it has to come and scan and put their ID in there, and it'll show them a video exactly of what you were doing. Exactly. That's crazy. So even if you see, that's what I'm saying. No. That's because see, back in my day, it was you could just pop a couple tags, switch some shit, and just be about your way. You know, the typical, like, I don't, get your little Kool-Aid packet scanning like that. The fact that I literally last night trying to get some Apple headphones, and, Apple, the actual box, like the barcode is small. Yeah. So I kept trying to get it to beep, but it just wasn't beeping. So I just did it a couple times because it wasn't doing it, and it flagged me. And so at this point, the security guard people was looking, right? I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to, it's a tiny thing. So did that. Tried to scan that fucking thing out there, the little thing that you put, the little tub that you put your clothes in. Tried to fucking do that. Same shit happened. And the lady comes back. Now she knows that I'm not doing shit. Yeah. But I'm concerned about the security people.
Exactly.
Because she knows I'm not doing shit. Because it was literally just me and I think like one other person in there. So she could clearly see.
Yeah.
And it was like, it makes me nervous every time I go up in that Walmart now. And I'm not even doing shit anymore.
It's like an
So
anxiety
it's just the fact
thing,
that it's that easy now that you could go to jail over something as minute as that. Like,
yeah, there's cases now. They've got CCTV and like all that. That's gotten to this at this point in our like history as humans. That's like in technology. That's crazy because it's. So it's so connected to every single thing.
Hold on, let me get our camera.
There goes that damned camera.
God damn camera. I can't. That camera's like, I'm tired. Motherfucker tired.
But that's crazy though.
Yeah, we just got to. I was just checking the battery because that battery's gonna cut off in a minute. Oh. So, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slide to the next thing. All right. Now I'm back over here. Next thing. I've been waiting all week to get to this goddamn topic.
Is this the one that we...
Crisis in fucking Sudan.
There we go.
Okay. Now, I've done some research. John's done some research about Sudan.
A little bit.
Let me just say this. What's actually happening in Sudan is very sad, and it definitely deserves the light shed on it that it needs to. However, what bothers me right now about this is that we're having a situation similar to what happens when we have, these world crises, when people are fighting for their rights, or a national disaster happens, something like that.
Yeah.
Where you got these people that, to me, kind of low-key capitalize off of it.
Exactly.
Now my first instance of this happening was when they had when we had the earthquake in Haiti, and they did the Coney 2020,
Yes.
or 2012 thing. Because it was a big deal. People was buying shirts. It had a whole little campaign, and then it was also a big scandal because people were donating and all that kind of shit, and they just literally disappeared. Because I can remember somebody coming to my school selling the bracelets, and we all had it on. Hell, I still got it just because. This is just funny, but yeah. So that kind of opened my eye to that type of thing, and I think that's what's happening now with Sudan. Because what caught my eye about it was that I was wondering why people had their profile pictures on Instagram and Twitter this like kind of a navy blue or like a darker blue color, and I was like, oh shit, what is this?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so I go do some research. I'm like, okay, what's happening here? So I go look at it, and it popped up and said it's blue for Sudan. Mm-hmm. Now, what doesn't make any sense to me is that the Sudan flag nothing is blue. So that was strike one for me. I'm like, well, where the fuck? And then it's a very specific blue. It's not like it's weird. It's like a teal, but like a navy. I don't know. I'm gonna put for those of y'all watching on YouTube, I'll put a picture. It's a very specific blue.
It's an off sort of. I can't even. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very specific kind of blue. So that's what made me be like, okay, what is this? So in the midst of me researching, I found out, that they're basically fighting for democracy and their rights, which is good for them. I feel like each country, each group of people at some point have had to all do that. It's sad that there are some people that are passing away in the line of battle, but sometimes when it comes to those types of things, a lot of people sacrifice in order for the future to be successful.
Yeah.
That's happened in America with the civil rights movement. A lot of people lost their lives, but look at how far we've come now.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like each group of people and things have to have that sort of fight. Now, when I found out where this blue color came from is what triggered me, because it was linked to this profile of this woman that's Sudan American, is what it says in the bio. Mm-hmm. And I see videos on there of her in Sudan and saying posted, and there are a lot of like actual like celebrities that are like changing their profile picture and stuff. So that's what made me be like, okay, what is this? Strike one for me was that I go, because I'm just a research type of a bitch. So I go and keep scrolling down, because I'm one of the people that if I'm going to look you up, I'm going to look you up. Mm-hmm. So I'm scrolling all the way down to the bottom. I realized that prior to her posting this and making this GoFundMe for it, I could tell she didn't have any followers barely, based off of how many likes her pictures had and how many comments.
Yeah.
That's strike one. So one, you either bought your followers or you're a scammer regardless. So that was strike one. I was like, okay. I go and look on this GoFundMe. She's raised a whole bunch of money.
Oh, yeah.
And then 3, I realized that she's not actually in Sudan. I feel like she'll go just to do videos and then come back.
Well, I think from what I saw on her profile or some of the videos, she goes, the closest she's gotten is probably like right outside of Africa, the continent as a whole. Honestly.
Yeah, and that was another thing that bothered me about that, because when I was watching videos about Sudan, I saw a lot of people that were actually on the front lines.
On the ground.
That were on the ground saying, this is what's happening right now. This is why it's changing so much. Mm-hmm. Now, if it was one of those people, I would have been fine with the GoFundMe happening and all that kind of shit. But that's not what's happening here. Like, she just looks like she's just kind of, I don't know. It's just really, really sketch.
It is.
And I'm just like, okay, something's not adding up here to me. And then on top of that, 3, her appearance alone screams scammer. You probably didn't notice it, but I'm just a girl. I notice these things.
Wait, yeah.
Girl's face was beat. She had her keys, and I noticed the little key fob. She got a nice motherfucking car.
I saw that.
Baby girl not hurting at all. So, it's just certain things because I just feel like people are jumping on the bandwagon because especially, and 9 times out of 10, it's these people that are kind of low key high up that feel like that they need to do certain things to validate themselves. Like, oh look, I'm helping the community. I'm a humanitarian.
And that's their philanthropy.
Philanthropy, right? So, but they don't do any research about it because I literally within 10 minutes of researching this girl, just the profile alone, I was like, this is a scam. Just from the profile alone, and it literally took me 10 minutes.
Well, the thing that I haven't understood with it is like they're doing marches, in Washington and stuff, and it's Sudanese Americans, and then I think she's Muslim.
Yeah.
And Sudan was Islamic State for a while, then overthrown, and it's just all this back and forth warring for so long.
Yeah.
But I don't get the whole if you're gonna go in and try and be like a person that's gonna raise money for a cause, you better have your ass like in that place, in the country,
exactly
doing some shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like if she was there, like if she was constant, because from what I've been told, Sudan's social media is on lockdown. Like they have very limited access to social media, so it's very few people that are able to come. That's why there's been people that are just coming back in general saying, okay, I was out there for X amount of time, this is what's happening now, this is the current state. That's just from me researching that. I mean, I don't know if it would have changed by the time this airs, but from what I saw, their social media is kind of on lockdown.
Yeah, and in most of the videos that if you look at them, they're like, it's not just like a cell phone camera; it's like a film camera.
Yes,
I mean, that's
what I'm saying. It just seems like she's capitalizing off the fact that this is happening in Sudan. I'm Sudanese American, and I can get this because my only thing about it is this. From what I've researched, and I don't know if you've maybe heard something different. I don't think America don't got much to do with this, right?
No. And I think that's where her standpoint is like, I'm Sudanese American. Okay, I understand that. But I feel like a lot of people who are in Sudan right now are probably like, you're in America right now. Like, come here and live here for a long time.
That's why I'm like, okay, I'm just not understanding because it's like, what exactly are you trying to get America to do? Because it's not like we don't know what's happening. All of us have news outlets. All of us have CNN and Fox and all the kind. So we know what's happening. But it's like, what exactly is your goal here? Like what do you want America to do? Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, do
you want us to help? Because if you're thinking about us helping, girl, we didn't even help Puerto Rico. Yeah. And that Puerto Rico belongs to us, literally. Yeah. We barely helped them out, and they're still fucking struggling. Hell, we got the crisis. Flint is still without clean water right now.
Exactly.
In 2019. We literally can't even help our own fucking soul. So how, Sway? Yes, it sucks that that's what's happening. It's tragic. If we can do anything to help the actual people on the ground, if they need supplies, if they need a safe place to stay, they need bed cots, then they need toiletries. If that was your stance on that, then yes, plenty of people would be more than willing to give you money for that. Yeah. But I feel like too many people are jumping on this bandwagon without doing any sort of research, and it's stupid.
Yeah, I feel like when you're going to do something like that, it's more or less send care packages or something like that. Like,
exactly. Because then it's like, where's that money going to?
Yeah, exactly.
Where is all that money that she's raising going to? Like, can somebody answer that? Riddle me this. Where is that money going to?
Yeah, truly. Is it
what
fresh
is she?
water?
And then on top of that, like I said, I'm thinking maybe she's bouncing back and forth. This girl in fucking Washington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like what is the money? I'm just saying, I need I just need something. Somebody tell me something. Like I'm not understanding, because to me it just like a whole bunch of fucking stuffy ass, rich, stupid ass motherfuckers that are just following on a bandwagon.
Yeah.
That just refuse to do any research. We're just gonna, whatever. And it's just stupid. Like, John, whenever I get famous, I highly doubt that this is going to be me. But if I ever lose my fucking shit and decide to jump on some shit like this, please, you personally have my permission to come hit me. You personally have my permission to just slap me really, really, just slap the black off my ass.
No, I'll just be like, remember that episode we did?
Because I don't know. Y'all, that just really irked my soul, honestly.
There's a lot of people throughout history that have always seemed to capitalize off of the misfortune of others.
Yeah, and it's like that, bruh. Like, that's what be pissing me off, because I'm just too much of a humanitarian for me to even just, like, because that's why I said, like, I have no problem with giving my money to good causes. Mm-hmm. But it's like, to me, it needs to line up. It needs to make sense. It needs to just, you know what I mean? Like,
I want to know that I
want to know where my money is going and help.
Yeah.
Shit. Because I'm just saying, like, girl, you could have done some basic research. Hell, the fucking people that I saw a commercial in North Park that was very convincing about sending money to fucking Israel for Jewish Holocaust old people to have Passover. I thought it was meals, but it's just sending them groceries and shit.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Just a but it was very convincing. Mm-hmm. They had the old people just looking all frail and they crying in their huts, and this is where I have to go to the bathroom. We don't even have indoor plumbing, which the commercial itself didn't really make any sense. But if I was a gullible ass bitch, like, I would have been like, oh God, I gotta help the old people that was in the Holocaust. You know what I mean? You could have got you a Feed the Children commercial going. Obviously, your ass got some money, so you could have did a lot, because these low budget images that you be putting on social media is stupid. You could have at least had some high quality. Girl, fucking listen, your ass ain't slick. You just like the fucking people that be calling from India and China and scamming and shit. Get like you African. Get like them good African scammers. Damn it, do better. Do better. Because I just thought, I knew instantly, 5 minutes. I'm like, this girl's scamming. She is scamming. Ooh, she's scamming, y'all.
I'd have to see her like on the ground there or something.
She's not gonna be on the ground.
No.
She's too pretty. I told you, baby girl got her little, what is it? A hindab? Something? Hibab, yeah.
Is that it? I can't remember.
And she got,
I'm not sure.
Her face is beat. Eyebrows, eyelashes.
Yeah.
Like I said, I noticed things. That's why I said, like, if she would have looked like a tinge more humble, I would have been like, okay, well, maybe, she's trying to, for my homeland. But she ain't even got no accent. Yeah. Hell, I saw a girl that was actually on the front lines going back and forth between America and here, that she had a strong accent. Mm-hmm. You could tell that she, you know what I mean? Like, girl, you ain't even got, your ass born and raised in America. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
I don't know what you wrong for that. I hope somebody see this video and send it to her stupid ass. Anyway, let me get off, because I really want to fight her. But I saw this article, and I'm gonna talk about this briefly, because this episode longer than the first one. Oh, this camera about to die. Oh shit. Okay. Well,
we'll wrap it up here.
We're gonna wrap it up, right? Oh shit. Okay. Well,
what was it?
It was about this baby that was found in the woods.
Oh God.
In Georgia, but everybody was saying that it was because they tried to crack down on abortion, which...
Well, hold on now. This I have not read this or heard this in the news. Baby found in woods in Georgia.
In Georgia.
Because of the...
People are saying that it's stemming from...
Oh, God. The abortion laws that's in place. Mm-hmm. I don't know what I have to say about that.
Shit, we might have to take a break and charge this battery up, because I don't think we can push past this.
Yeah, I know. Golly, we're gonna roll over into the next week or whatever. A special episode.
A special episode talking about abortion.
Gee,
you had to say it like that, but
abortion.
Make sure you guys. I'm gonna put a plug for this camera, guys. Make sure that y'all go on our Axe FM and ask us some questions. I had some people doing that throughout the week, and I have been answering questions. A lot of them have been funny. A lot of them have been silly, and I just kind of go through them because I be up doing stuff and shit. I was trying to find one that I wanted to ask you that I thought was interesting. Okay, what do you do? Goddamn. You know what? It's fine. I can't even cry because, like I said, the battery's about to die. So I'm gonna just go into our random facts to wrap up this episode. But like I said, do go on our Ask FM because if we have time at the end, we'll bring them up. If not, I definitely do answer them, and they do get brought up in here. Because
we're gonna talk about them.
We're gonna talk about them.
If y'all happen to see that Instagram profile too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to put old girl on blast, but if you do a quick Google search, it's gonna pop right the fuck on up. But yeah, so let me ask Siri how many random facts we're gonna do. So we normally do 4. We're going to start doing 4 now. Well, that's cool. The cap. Okay. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 1 through 4.
A random number between 1 and 4 is 2.
Okay, that's perfect because our camera is dying. Okay, so let's find the fuck. Okay, lasers can get trapped in a waterfall.
That makes no sense to me.
How?
How do you? Well,
what do you mean? What do you mean trapped? Like if you get a laser pin and like you can't see it past the waterfall, or does it not move anymore?
Through water, I'm thinking it's got to do something with the water, maybe. But it's got to be like what's behind the waterfall? Is there a cave?
Is there a cave behind what is behind waterfalls? I always thought it was rocks.
Just rocks. Yeah,
I thought it was just rocks. But you know, Disney movies will have you think otherwise.
Exactly. See, that's where my mind was going.
Like, that's what I said. I always thought, you know, it was like rocks because everybody say if you go down a waterfall, you will die. Mm-hmm. But like I said, Disney be like, oh, it's just around the riverbed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I was about to say, I watched Pocahontas and I'm like, yeah well, that's what's going on there.
Oh, no, I knew that already. No.
I read that one. That was
okay. No. Okay. I know.
Great.
I know. I said 2, but I'm gonna do 3. Okay.
That's
so
awesome.
The first one is nachos were invented by a guy named Nacho. Nacho Libre.
Nacho, come here.
Nacho here.
Nacho here. You are Nacho. I know, but this is the food. This food is Nacho.
This
sold
is the
by
food.
Nacho.
Oh God. Okay. The last one. Only female mosquitoes bite. So what do the male ones do?
They serve no purpose, honestly.
But like, why? Is it because they gotta repopulate?
Maybe.
Why? That's so rude. You know what? That would make sense as to why the mosquitoes be so rude, climbing up under your clothes and shit. Cause see, I don't feel like a guy would go that far, but girls be dedicated. That makes sense now. Because them mosquitoes be dedicated to get to your ass. Like,
I'm telling you.
I'd be mad. Cause you ever just take off your clothes and have a mosquito bite in the most randomest place?
I got one on my chest right now.
And you like,
how?
I had clothes on.
How did you get there?
I had one on my fucking ankle bone and it pissed me off. I had one on my ankle bone. I had one on my kneecap once. Just the randomest of places. But
the beauty of the South.
Welcome to the South,
wrapping
y'all.
it around.
We're wrapping it around. Look at that. Look how we came around. Okay, but I'm going to wrap this up. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you're listening to us on SoundCloud, make sure that you are following us so you can be informed when we upload on here. And then also, go on our YouTube channel, watch us live. I know you want to see what we look like and all that good shit, okay? But yeah, the camera's still about to die up in this hole. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys. What's today? It's going to be on the 31st when we upload this. So I'm going to see y'all back on the 15th of July. We're getting closer and closer to me having to get the fuck up out of here. Okay.